moveset. Another defender, this time a melee, and another special attack Pokemon as well. Another special attack defender. Interesting. So 2 special attack defenders coming out. And, oh, what is that? Oh boy, what is this text? Passive GUI. When the Pokemon is hit by an attack, there's a set chance it will spread slime around itself. The slime deals damage to opposing Pokemon and applies a GUI slowing effect to them for a short time. The GUI slowing effect decreases move speed and can stack up to 4 times per second for opposing Pokemon. When the Pokemon with this ability enters tall grass, it continually recovers HP for a set amount of time, or until it leaves the tall grass. This HP recovery effect goes on cooldown after it's triggered. Okay. That sounds very strong already. Every time you take damage, you slow your opponents around you. Wow. That sounds very strong. I mean, there's only a chance. Yeah, okay, there's a chance it will, but still, like... We don't know what the chance is, of course, right? Oh, what? Guys, what is this text of this Pokemon? Okay, you're gonna be here for a while. A basic attack becomes a boosted attack with every 3rd attack. Also, if this Pokemon recovers HP due to its ability, its next basic attack becomes a boosted attack. Boosted attacks have the user spew slime, and if the slime hits opposing Pokemon from a distance, a GUI slowing effect. Yeah, maybe I have to do more like this so you guys can read everything as well. Well, this is an insane amount of text. Let's do it like this. Those Pokemon with the slime hits opposing Pokemon from close range, it deals increased damage. If this Pokemon applies a GUI slowing effect to an opposing Pokemon and then hits that Pokemon with a basic attack, while the effect is active, all of the Pokemon's move cooldowns are reduced. That is insane basic attack. What? Okay. But it's melee, right? So it's not like a range, so it might be a bit more difficult to get out. But wow. That sounds insane as well already. So it has a very good passive and very good basic attack already. Unless I'm missing something. This sounds very good. The first basic move is Bubble. Has the user... No, we can make it bigger again. Has the user cover. Has the user cover itself in a bubble, granting it a shield for a short time. When the shield effect's duration ends, or this move is used again, the bubble shield pops, dealing damage to nearby opposing Pokemon and decreasing their move speed. Okay. But another bubble. Another bubble. Right, but this time it bubbles itself. It bubbles itself. So that's one of the normal basic attacks, basic moves, and now we get the upgraded version, which is Muddy... Wait, is that also... No. Okay. Muddy Water. Has the user splash Muddy Water around itself, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and applying an effect to them that increases the amount of damage they deal for a short time. Damage reduction, okay? If the user deals damage to opposing Pokemon with this move, the user's defense and special defense are increased for a short time. This effect can stack up to 4 times. Okay. So just getting tanky and also decreasing damage of enemies. Further increases the user's defense and special defense when this move deals damage to opposing Pokemon. So upgrade even tankier. Lots of defense and special defense. Of course, we don't know how much, but that already sounds quite decent. And then we have Dragon Pulse. Has the user... Oh, that looks cool. Has the user unleash a shockwave in the designated direction, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon, it hits. If the center of the shockwave hits opposing Pokemon, it deals increased damage to them and restores this user's HP. HP is also restored when this move deals damage to opposing Pokemon that have a GUI slowing effect applied to them. Just straight up damage that heals. Okay, I mean, it already has a lot of self-sustain. Like, it looks like it's going to be hard to get down. Okay, I mean, yeah, it looks already quite tanky. There's an upgraded version apparently here. Okay. What is next? Tackle. Has the user charge at an opposing Pokemon, dealing damage and throwing it. If this move hits, the user bounces back a short distance. Has the user charge opposing and throwing it. Okay. Interesting. That's kind of, yeah, that's kind of cute. Look at this. Look at this little guy right here. Look at this little guy. Then we have Power Whip. Power Whip. Okay. So far, I don't see much defense. I mean, it's just tanky, right? It's just going to be a tanky Pokemon. Maybe something like Trevenant. Has the user lash out with its horns in the designated direction, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and decreasing their movement speed. If this move hits distant opposing Pokemon, those Pokemon are pulled towards the user. Like a mini hook? Oh boy. If this move hits distant Pokemon, these Pokemon are pulled towards the user. That sounds like a kind of hook. Doesn't look like it has a lot of range, but it has a pull. Okay, that's the... Okay, that sounds good as well. That sounds pretty decent. Also plays a GUI slowing effect when this move hits. This just applies the passive as well instantly. Yeah, that looks not too bad. Oh my god, we had the similar thing in Heroes of the Storm called Garrosh. He had the same ability. He would also like pull people back on like the edge of the thing. But this one doesn't pull right here, but then the edge of this is gonna pull you in. And decreasing their move speed as well. Okay. Cool. Wow. Acid Spray. Has the user spit acidic fluid at an opposing Pokemon, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in an area of effect, centered on the Pokemon it hits and increasing their movement speed. If this move is used again, the user charges in a designated direction and deals damage to opposing Pokemon it hits. If this charge hits an opposing Pokemon that has been marked by acidic fluid, that Pokemon is thrown. And damage is also dealt to nearby opposing Pokemon. So it marks them and then it can like... Okay, so it marks them and then you can use it again and the user charges to it. So something like, there's something similar in Unite. Was it similar to something? So it hits and you can reactivate it and jump towards the Pokemon. Like Buster Smackdown as an example, I guess, kinda. Dream Eater? Kinda like Dream Eater, yeah. Kinda like Dream Eater. Upgrade also plays a GUI slowing effect to opposing Pokemon that receives damage from either acid fluid or the charge. Dual Wing Beat? I mean, no, Dual Wing Beat is not a skill. Seems like not even a skill shot. Like, it's a point and click. After you hit the thing, you can just point and click to your opponent. And all of them always apply the passive as well on the upgrade. Now Unite move. Right as Rain. Causes the rain to fall around the users, gradually destroying the user's HP. While this move is active, all of the user's basic attacks become boosted attacks. Okay. This sounds like Slowbro 2.0 or something. Wow. All become boosted attacks. And again, the boosted attacks do a lot as well. So the other moves also apply GUI. So you also have permanently slowing people around you all the time, apparently. You have a lot of HP generation. You have something to knock people in with. And then, so again, becomes boosted every third attack. Opposing has HP, its ability next base becomes a boosted attack. It has a lot of boosted attacks. And boosted attacks have the user spew slime. And if the user slime is opposing from distance, a GUI slime effect is applied. So this always happens as well. The GUI always happens on a boost auto attack, right? And they're slow. That means they're slowed on every auto attack, every boost auto attack. And if from close and these increased damage, the Pokemon plays a GUI slowing effect to an opposing Pokemon, then hits the Pokemon with basic attack where the effect is active. All of the Pokemon's move cooldowns are reduced. And you can also ways of getting it back. Man, this sounds insane. This Pokemon sounds also just insane, honestly, right now. I like this ability. But also, this one also seems very good. Like, just being able to port to someone and you throw them as well. Sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.